Today we're going to share 10 reasons why you have high fuel consumption. So whether you're noticing your gas mileage declining or you're just curious about ways to improve its efficiency, this video has got you covered. Let's get started. While it might seem obvious that older cars just naturally start using more gas, the truth is a bit more complicated. In reality, it's often the case that cars that aren't looked after properly end up burning through fuel more quickly as they get older. Keeping your gas mileage in check is as simple as sticking to regular maintenance routines. But as your car racks up miles, it can get a bit overwhelming to keep track of everything, especially when you throw factors like scorching weather into the mix, which can also mess with your fuel efficiency. So, what should you keep an eye on to ensure your car keeps running smoothly? Let's go on to our list. Number 1. Old engine air filter. Engines need air to function properly. So if your engine air filter is very dirty or blocked, it restricts airflow within the engine. Older engines may use more fuel to maintain speed, while newer ones may perform poorly. This issue is common in older cars with carburetors. To solve this, it's recommended to replace the engine air filter every 15,000 to 30,000 miles. Just check your owner's manual for specific recommendations or have it inspected during your next oil change. Typically, replacing the engine air filter costs around $20 to $85, depending on your car's year, make, and model. Number 2. Dirty oxygen sensor. While older cars rely on carburetors to regulate the air-fuel mixture for combustion, modern vehicles, since around 1996, utilize oxygen sensors instead. These sensors monitor the richness or leanness of exhaust gases exiting the engine and relay this information to the car's computer, which then adjusts the fuel intake accordingly. If you have a dirty oxygen sensor, it can result in inaccurate measurements, causing the engine to consume excessive fuel and reducing efficiency by up to 40%. A faulty oxygen sensor is ranked among the leading reasons for a check engine light and often requires inspection and potential replacement before reaching the 100,000-mile threshold. Luckily, O2 sensors are relatively inexpensive to replace, typically costing between $200 to $500 for parts and labor. Number 3. Dirty mass airflow sensor. Mass airflow sensors are very important in measuring the quantity of air entering the engine. Similar to oxygen sensors, they transmit data to the onboard computer, allowing it to calculate the precise air-to-fuel ratio needed for optimal engine performance. Based on this data, the computer adjusts fuel injection accordingly. But if you have a dirty airflow sensor, it can interrupt this process, causing the computer to misjudge the correct air-fuel mixture. This can result in decreased fuel efficiency or even engine stalling. To prevent such issues, it's recommended to periodically clean mass airflow sensors using a specialized cleaning spray, which you can purchase at most auto parts stores or online retailers. Number 4. Underinflated tires. Underinflated tires result in increased rolling resistance that requires the engine to exert more effort to push the vehicle forward. As a consequence, this heightened workload translates to higher fuel consumption. So to maintain optimal fuel efficiency, regularly check and adjust tire pressure per the manufacturer's guidelines. Utilize a tire pressure gauge to ensure tires are inflated to the recommended PSI, pounds per square inch, as specified in your car's placard or owner's manual. Properly inflated tires minimize rolling resistance, which gives your car enhanced fuel efficiency. Number 5. Excessive idling. Leaving the engine idling for extended periods consumes fuel unnecessarily, as it maintains idle speed without contributing to movement or load on the engine. This continuous burning of fuel only leads to waste and gradually increases fuel consumption over time. So for you to minimize unnecessary fuel consumption, turn off your engine when you're parked for extended periods, such as during prolonged waits or when stationary for more than a minute. Additionally, avoid excessive engine warm-up before driving, as modern engines efficiently reach their operating temperature while in motion. By reducing idle time, you can effectively conserve fuel and lower overall fuel consumption. Number 6. Bad ignition system parts. The ignition system, which includes coils, spark plugs, and wires, is very important in the process of igniting the air-fuel mixture within the engine. When any of these components malfunction, it can lead to engine misfires wherein the fuel in a cylinder fails to ignite. Since unburned fuel cannot push the vehicle, it results in wasted gas and reduced fuel economy. Symptoms of a faulty ignition system may include rough idling, stumbling, or diminished engine power. Among the components of a failing ignition system, the spark plugs are typically the most common reason. To conserve fuel usage and improve gas mileage, start by regularly inspecting and replacing worn-out spark plugs according to your car manufacturer's recommendations. Additionally, ensure that ignition coils and wires are in good condition and functioning correctly. If any components are faulty or malfunctioning, replace them immediately to restore the optimal engine performance and fuel efficiency. Number 7. Old or incorrect engine oil. A common misconception is that older cars require thicker engine oil to prevent leaks, since thicker oil is less likely to seep through cracks. Some high-mileage engine oils claim to help with this by adding special stuff to condition old seals and make them more flexible. They might even make the oil a bit thicker to help seal better. But thicker oil creates more friction between engine parts, which means your car has to work harder, burning more gas. To keep your gas mileage up, stick to regular oil changes with the type of oil recommended in your owner's manual. Sure, high-mileage oils might help with leaks, but they could also chip away at your fuel efficiency gains. Number 8. Clogged or damaged fuel injectors. Another common reason for a decrease in fuel efficiency is dirty fuel injectors, which are responsible for spraying fuel into each engine cylinder. For proper combustion, the fuel injector spray pattern must be precise, similar to a well-pressurized shower head. So when a fuel injector gets dirty or clogged, it may spray fuel inefficiently, resulting in engine inefficiency and lower fuel economy. In many instances, fuel injector nozzles can be cleaned. However, if internal damage is causing a faulty spray pattern, replacement may be necessary. Generally, cleaning fuel injectors can range from $50 to $100 per injector, while replacing them altogether can cost between $100 to $300 per injector. It's worth noting that prices may differ based on your location and the specific requirements of your car, so consult first with a trusted mechanic for an accurate cost estimate. Number 9. Clogged fuel filter. Fuel filters are responsible for preventing contaminants from reaching the engine, where they could potentially harm important components like fuel injectors. A clogged fuel filter can lead to reduced fuel pressure and result in poor engine performance. Especially for older cars, it's important to replace fuel filters approximately every 2 years or every 30,000 miles to maintain optimal performance. So if you suspect that a dirty fuel filter is causing a drop in your gas mileage, you can consider scheduling a fuel pressure test first for a thorough diagnosis, since the price for a fuel filter itself ranges from $10 to $100, while professional installation typically adds another $50 to $150 in labor costs. Number 10. Faulty thermostat. A faulty thermostat can lead to engine overheating or running too cold, which can affect the optimal fuel-to-air ratio and combustion efficiency. At the same time, the engine may consume more fuel than required to maintain the proper operating temperature. If you suspect a faulty thermostat, have it inspected and replaced if necessary by a qualified mechanic. The cost of replacing a thermostat typically ranges from $100 to $300, depending on the year, make, and model of your vehicle and labor costs in your area. However, investing in a properly functioning thermostat gives you the assurance that the engine operates at the optimal temperature, which can improve fuel economy and overall engine performance in the long run. There you have it. the 10 most common reasons why your vehicle may be experiencing high fuel consumption. We hope that by recognizing these signs and following the advice we've shared in this video, you can address any issues and improve your car's fuel efficiency. If you find videos like this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe so we can assist you. Fix it.